If you want a great kick serve, then you need to follow an effective training program. That's exactly what this video series will lay out for you step by step. The first and most important element needed for kick serve success is the right swing path. Most players swing in the wrong direction, making topspin impossible, but if you follow these step-by-step drill progressions, you'll start to master it right away. Megan is starting by simply rolling a ball from the bottom of her hand straight up past her fingertips. Notice how the edge of her racket is leading the whole way, and she isn't pushing the ball forward at all. That's the motion that makes kick serves possible. It's super counterintuitive for most players to swing upwards instead of forwards towards their target, which is why we're beginning by isolating just this movement and then building on top of it. Next, she's going to continue past that upward roll of the ball and extend the tip of her racket up and out to the right along the baseline. From behind, you'll see how this ends up being a smooth, curved arc like a rainbow. Her finished position has the tip of her racket pointing directly out to her right, with the palm of her hitting hand facing towards the back fence. Again, this is a completely different direction of movement than most players are used to. It may seem tedious to spend several minutes on these first few drills, but it's critical to your success developing a real kick serve. If you just do a few reps of each and then toss the ball into the air to hit it, you'll revert right back to your straight, direct swing path. Megan's third progression will continue that rainbow swing path by tracing more of a circle in front of her to draw the racket to the left, which is ultimately where your follow-through will finish. It really helps to get a feel for this swing if you imagine your racket tracing the baseline all the way through. First, the racket moves up and out to the right, and then follows the baseline back in front of you again to the left. Keep your movements really slow, smooth, and deliberate for the time being, so you can really focus intently on executing correctly. Speeding up at this point would probably cause you to go right back to your flat or slice swing, which is why this training progression is so important. Speaking of which, make sure to download our free Kick Serve Action Plan PDF so you can quickly remember which drills to do the next time you're on the court. Simply click the link in the description down below and tell us where to send it. The fourth drill in Megan's swing path training progression features a dummy toss, which seems crazy at first, but it's super critical to your success. Megan is simply starting from her trophy position, putting up a toss in a location that she can't hit, and then focusing on executing her new topspin swing path really slowly and smoothly. This is important because the ball acts like a trigger to recall old, familiar swing habits, the same swings we're trying to avoid while we learn something new. We found the dummy toss to be incredibly helpful to our students by teaching them how to focus on doing a new movement correctly, even though a ball is being added into the equation. Next, Megan is going to toss where she can hit the ball while still starting in her trophy position. Notice how her toss position is directly over her head, and she's continuing to trace that rainbow path up and out to the right before coming back across to the left side of her body. When you get to this point of the training, it's critical to keep things really slow and relaxed so you can focus on executing the new swing correctly. Also, don't be concerned at all with where the ball is going. For the time being, simply get as many reps as possible following the correct swing path. When you're successful, you'll see a high, arced ball flight and hear a sharp brushing or clicking sound of the strings as they cut past the ball thinly. Now she's going to put everything together within the context of her full motion while focusing exclusively on executing the right swing path. As before, Megan isn't concerned at all whether or not the ball goes into the box, and she's also going to keep everything calm and slow, focusing on quality over speed. Later in this training series, we'll show you how to ramp things up, which is when you'll start seeing the ball really kick up and out to the right. But for now, you should simply be looking for a high, curved ball path and that same brushing or clicking sound as before. That's the end of the drills on day 1, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. Click or tap for day 2, and be sure to download the free Kick Serve Action Plan.